But I'm here, I'm ready to vlog. This will be my final vlog of 2022, which is crazy. All right, y'all, I felt tired this morning and now I feel like I look it. Or was that yesterday? Whatever the last day was that I had one of these for dinner. And that was exhausting, but I'm proud of myself for doing it. Good morning, everyone. My name is Katie, and I am a third grade teacher here in the state of Florida, and I'm so glad you're here for today's vlog. All right, y'all, it has been a while since I picked up the camera to vlog. The last time I did was the week, I'm clicking on things on my board, you know the drill, was the week after Thanksgiving. So our first week back from Thanksgiving was the last time that I filmed and vlogged in my classroom. Here is why. Last week we had our state testing, like progress monitoring. Instead of doing like an end of the year test, Florida's changing it. It's called the FAST test. If you're a Florida person, you know. And so we had like our mid-year progress monitoring assessment last week. And so that kind of threw the week off a little bit because we had a big test on Tuesday and a big test on Wednesday. So then in the afternoons, we just did some crafting. In fact, I have like an example of one of their Christmas crafts right here. We made these cute little ornament wreaths and I put pictures of them on the inside. So we worked on that in the afternoons and just had like chill afternoons because they worked really hard on the test. But I am here, I'm ready to vlog. This will be my final vlog of 2022, which is crazy, but I thought I'd take you guys along for a day in my life. Before I jump into all of the content and kind of fill you in on what we've done the last 2 weeks and what we're doing today, etc., I did want to give a huge thank you to Bloxrock for sponsoring today's vlog. I have shared about Bloxrock before. It is a super fun STEM educational game that your students can play. In fact, I did a collaboration with them this summer when I was doing my classroom setup series. So you might remember seeing that. And if you want to see the game in action, I will link that video above in the card so you can go watch, because David and I took it out, played it, and tried it out in our kitchen, and it was really, really fun. So the basics of what you do for this Bloxrock game when I open up the kit is it has a series of cards inside. It's a little messy, sorry y'all. I tried to keep it as neat as possible, but you know, once it gets used. But all the blocks are organized. So here's like what the blocks look like. And they use those series of blocks. They draw a card, and the card has a picture of a structure. I love that it has it on both sides. So you put it on the table so both students can see, you say go, and then they build the structure. There's 2 different ways to build it. There's one where they can build it up, so they actually stack the blocks on top of each other. And there's one where they build it, I think it says down or build it flat. I can't remember which way it says off the top of my head. No, that's build up. Okay, if it doesn't say build up, then it's flat. That's what it is. And so then they would just lay them flat on the table and make it match. And then once the student is done, they ring the bell. It's really, really great for them to practice like spatial awareness skills. I was watching as they've been taking tests, and we haven't done our geometry unit in math yet, but it was very interesting to see that some of this was even on their FAST test, where it was like, here's a picture of it. Can you show me what the side view looks like? Here's a picture of the top of this structure. What would the front of this structure look like? And I was just thinking like, wow, Bloxrock would be a great game to continue to practice those skills in a really, really fun way. And I have not incorporated them in my STEM bins yet, because mornings can be a little hectic if we have too much going on in STEM bins, but we have used it for games in the afternoon. And so I'm really looking forward to continuing to use this with my students. And I wanted to share it with you guys this week because they are having a holiday sale till the end of the year. You can get it on Amazon. It is linked in my Amazon storefront. So as always, that link is in the description, but I will put an extra link in the description for Bloxrock today. And it's $20 off through the end of the year. So this would be a great gift, not only like for a teacher, for a classroom. You could do not a GoFundMe, what's it called? Donors Choose, that's what it is, the teacher version of GoFundMe. A Donors Choose to get this for your classroom, and this would be a great time since it's on sale. But it would also be a good Christmas gift just for your kiddos. It would be such a fun game to do. It's pretty, like, it's very kid-friendly, and it's pretty self-explanatory for them. So I wanted to share and thank Bloxrock for sponsoring today's video, and also give their super cool product a shout out. Very high quality, very fun game, practices practical skills. And I have 3rd graders and they can do it, and I know that younger kids could do this all the way up through like 5th grade kids. And if you had older students, you could even challenge them to like make their own cards to put in the game, and I feel like that would be really, really fun. So there's lots of ways that you can use this in the classroom. So again, thank you to Bloxrock for sponsoring today's video. All right, so jumping into what we are doing today, I'm gonna keep clicking away on the board. We are in the 3rd day of the week before Christmas. So Monday was holiday hats, Tuesday was pajamas, so yesterday was pajama day. Wednesday, today, is sweaters and socks. I did not wear Christmas socks. I'm just rocking a Christmas sweater and a headband that matches it. Tomorrow is our Christmas party, so that's gonna be a fun time. I've got a lot to prepare for that. And we also had our last math test yesterday, so we are like officially done with academics besides the people that I'm trying to get caught up. So this morning is gonna be like a little bit of a catch-up game, because I have some students who were out when we did the progress monitoring last week. I have somebody who was out for the math test yesterday. So I'm gonna try to get them all caught up while simultaneously doing gingerbread. So what I planned, since I knew the academics would like be done by about today, and we finished our math test, we're done with our reading week unit that we're doing. We're not picking that back up until January. So what I planned was this like gingerbread unit that we've been doing in language arts. I will show you our little chart for that. Let me clip my name badge together. It broke when I came in. Let me show you our little chart. All right, here's our gingerbread chart that we've been going over. We have Plot and setting we reviewed with the original gingerbread story. Descriptive language, I had them like draw their own gingerbread man and write a sentence to describe it, and then we had to play a game where we like went table by table and they had to match their picture. I'd read the description and they'd have to pick out whose gingerbread it was describing, so that was really fun. We made predictions when we read The Gingerbread Girl, which is right here. Such a great book. We made predictions and we used our knowledge of the traditional tale to make predictions of what we thought was going to happen in the sequel. I guess it's a sequel. And then we did some analyzing characters. We talked about, is the gingerbread man wise? Was the gingerbread girl wise? Etc. So today what we're reading is Gingerbread Baby, which is right back here by Jan Brett. I love Jan Brett books, like love with a capital L. They are so, so good. So I can't wait to read that one. And then let me show you what we've been like documenting it in. All right, don't mind me chilling on the floor because my little shelf has all my stuff. Oof. Okay, so we've been doing this gingerbread journal, and I will link this on TPT. It was such a great resource. I printed it so it would be front and back. They got to color the front like when they were finished early. But here are the 2 stories we've done so far. So the Gingerbread Man, and it has a section for, we just wrote the title here, but on the product she has pictures, so you could print out the picture of the story and put it there, but we've just been writing the title because I didn't have time to print it in color, and it's been fine. So the gingerbread character, the setting, all the characters in the story, what was the chant, so like I'll run and run as fast as I can, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. But the gingerbread girl was I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. And then I didn't write this at the bottom, but the students did, like a sentence that described the ending. So the gingerbread man was eaten by the clever fox. The gingerbread girl tamed the clever fox and rode him home. And then they get to like rate it with the gumdrops. So that was this. And then there on the back, there's a side where it's like an opinion writing. So it's like, think about the different versions that you've read. Which version did you like best? Use details from the story to support your opinion. So we're reading Gingerbread Baby today. The other book that I have is called Tough Cookie, and it's a really good one, but it doesn't follow the plot of the gingerbread story, but we're still gonna read it, and there may not be like a catchphrase. It may just be like, what's the characters and the ending. So once we've read all of those, I'm gonna let my students decide what they want to do, or what they want to write about, and we'll do like a modeled, very modeled, because we haven't done opinion writing yet in 3rd grade, step by step. I preferred this version of the gingerbread. Here are 2 reasons why. Blah, 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 blah. That is why I like this. So that's what I have, and it's gonna go today and tomorrow. So I don't really know how far we're gonna get in it today with the Gingerbread Baby, but that's what I've got planned. In addition to that, we're gonna make some ornaments from Oriental Trading that are gingerbread houses. I need to go check on it because I was looking to see if school glue would hold the pom-poms down. It was my science experiment before I left school yesterday. So I'll go check on that, and then I'll show you the ornament. All right, so this is the ornament, and as you can see, the school glue did not hold the pom-poms. So I either need to borrow tacky glue from my team teacher next door. Yeah, for sure, because, yeah, no, they're like picking right off. I either need to borrow tacky glue from her next door or figure out a way where I can have my kids come and we'll hot glue it, but then it's not gonna take as long as if the kids did tacky glue on their own. So I might ask my teacher next door and just say like, hey, can I borrow your tacky glue when we do our gingerbread houses? And I think that should be fine. So we're gonna do that in the afternoon. And I think that's like it for the rundown of the day. Let me show you my outfit. All right, here's the finished ensemble. These are from the Dollar Tree. My mom found this sweater from a thrift store. I'm wearing some mom jeans and some Converse. And I did forget to mention earlier, I've been wearing my glasses this week because you can't tell anymore because it's gone down significantly. But my top eyelid, if you follow me on Instagram, you heard about this. My top eyelid was swollen from a sty. I went to the eye doctor on Monday and she said it was like draining and it wasn't contact related, but I have not been wearing eye makeup all week and I have not been wearing my contacts all week. So I've just been rocking my glasses, which makes getting ready really easy because I don't have to put makeup on my eyes. So it saves me some time. But I'm hoping that like in the next few days I'll be able to switch back to my contacts. But that's why I've got the glasses on today. I forgot to mention that earlier. So here is my holiday outfit. Woohoo! All right, so that is all. I just bent down to plug in those Christmas lights and now I'm like because I stood up too fast. That is all I have this morning. It was kind of just a bunch of hypotheticals. Like, we're going to do all of this and I don't know what order we're going to do it in. So I'm going to sit down, make a plan, figure it out. And then when I talk to you this afternoon, I'll be able to tell you exactly what we got done and accomplished. And I'm also going to have to like get ready for our Christmas party and set up like a photo booth in the back of my room, my back table, because it's a breakfast. And so I want to be ready like first thing in the morning. So I will see you guys later. All right, y'all, I felt tired this morning and now I feel like I look it. So, love that for me. Here's what we did today. I got something from a coworker. Let me find it. A Christmas tree. We were doing Missing Factor Christmas tree. She gave me this idea. It's on TPT, so I'll share the link below if you want to buy it too. But I got this idea from a coworker, and it's like fill in the missing factors, and there's 4 parts to it, and then they kind of glue the tree so each one is a quarter and it makes it 3D. We did part 1 and part 2 of that today during math, and my students loved it. So tomorrow after our holiday madness, we'll probably start or finish that up. We'll do part 3 and part 4 and then glue it together so they can take it home. And then they went to specials, and when we came back in the afternoon, we did the gingerbread baby, and then we did our ornaments, and we did an activity where I read like a gingerbread house description, and then they had to draw it to match the descriptive language that they heard. And then that was about it. And then we need extra recess today because, yeah, we needed extra recess today. And then I just spent a bunch of time setting up stuff for our holiday party. So over here, like earlier, I set up the photo booth. I just did a tablecloth, which I thought I had. First off, it took me forever to find this green tablecloth that I bought last week. Finally found it, figured out it was round. So it wasn't gonna work for that, but it will work for the table. And I was gonna have to go to the Dollar Tree and like find a rectangle or go buy a rectangle tablecloth, but I just sent out an all-call email to school. I was like, anybody have a red or green rectangle cloth that they're not using that I can put on my board? And the music teacher came in clutch. So I'm really glad I sent that out instead of like taking the time to leave school, go buy it, because that would have been like a 30-minute adventure this afternoon that I now don't have to do. Then I set up all of the food that we have so far for the holiday breakfast. There's some up in the front office that's in the refrigerator. We got a lot of stuff, lots of pounder donuts, muffins, fruit cups. We've got some chocolate croissants back there that I might pull out as well, or I can save them for Friday morning for breakfast for the kiddos. And then I think we're gonna have Go-Gurts and then orange juice and chocolate milk. So all of that's ready. Photo booth is set up. I had them rearrange their desks, if you can't tell, into these 2 giant L's. So we have this whole section right here. That way we can do our sock exchange tomorrow, and everybody sits in a circle and they'll pass the socks. That'll be a great time. Then we'll put on our socks, and I have that space open for them to do a dance party. Parents are invited, so that will be helpful to help manage some of the chaos just because their parent will be there. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think I have everything set up and ready to go. I really do. I just sent out a reminder email And I think that is it. There's nothing revolutionary. Oh, I have one funny story from the playground today. A couple of my students had me come over and they were like, we're holding a funeral for Bob Jr., Bob Sr., and Bob the Fourth, or Bob the Great. Will you come over to our funeral? And I was like, sure. So I came over and I was like, okay, tell me about this funeral. I was like, what are we burying? And they were like, ants. It's ants. And they had like little wood chips and leaves around and a grave for each of them. I said, okay, who's going to say a few words? And they just kind of looked at me. I said, we are gathered here today and I hosted a funeral for these ants, right? And then they were like, so what we're doing is we're taking acorns, we're hollowing them out to we're killing the ants, putting them in the casket and then burying them. And they took out one of the acorns to show me. They're like, look, see? And when they opened it out, the ant came running out. They're like, oh, that one's still alive. And they closed him and buried him back up. I was like, oh my gosh, it was just a hoot and a half. I laughed so hard. Oh, one of my bows just fell off the background. We'll see how many of those are still there in the morning. And if they're not, I'll just put tape on them. But that's it. I'm going to get my stuff and leave and go home because I got stuff I got to do at home. Also, I got this from one of my students today. How cute. A little Gryffindor tumbler. She knows how much I love my clear cup. And I'm a Gryffindor. It was so sweet, so thoughtful. All right, so I got home first off, got all my bags in, and I just put contacts in for the first time since Friday, I think was the last day I wore them, or maybe I wore them a little bit on Saturday. I can't remember. I think I wore them on Saturday, and here we are, and it's Wednesday. So this is kind of weird to see myself with contacts again, because my eyes have had a big break from them, but I'm trying them out because my swelling has gone down significantly since this Monday, and she said it was probably not contact related at the eye doctor. So I put the contacts back in because I'm about to go for a run, which is why I'm wearing my Jingle Jog shirt. Probably gonna sweat it out because I don't know if it's quite cold enough for a long sleeve shirt. There is definitely a breeze out there though, but I am wearing shorts. Anyways, I'm going on a run. I started picking running back up on like Thursday afternoons, just going like 2 miles, so not too much, enough to like be active. And I feel like I need to do it today because tomorrow it's gonna be raining. So I usually run on Thursdays, or at least that's what I've done like the last 3 weeks. But since it's gonna be rainy tomorrow, I'm gonna get out and do it today. And I'm washing my hair tonight. So I was like, well, let's just go out, get sweaty and do that. I used to run a lot, stopped during COVID because I hurt my knee, but I'm like slowly picking it back up, and our school has like not a 10K, a 5K in January. This is really weird. I keep looking at myself because it's like weird to see myself without glasses now, but they feel fine. Yeah, they feel fine. This is my hair on the 3rd day. My New Year's resolution for this past year was to not wash my hair every day. And, oh, I just sucked that in my mouth. If I curl it, I can take it 3 days. This is what it looks like, so it's kind of messy. Also, it was really windy today, so bear with me. I haven't brushed it or done anything because it was so windy and I was wearing that headband. But I can definitely go every other day. I have for the past year, and then if I curl it, I can go 3 days with dry shampoo. So, mission accomplished for my New Year's resolution. If you've been following me for a year, you remember me mentioning that probably last year in January. So, shoes are on. I'm gonna get my stuff. I'm gonna stand up first. I need to go get my headphones because if I don't jam out to upbeat Taylor Swift while I'm running, it just doesn't happen. So I'm gonna go get my headphones, get my playlist going, go outside and stretch, and then get moving on my run. All right, I'm outside. First thing I do is walk a warm-up lap. I stretched out on the front porch, and now I'm gonna walk a lap, and then I'm gonna run 2 miles. And then I'm gonna come home and collapse and figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. Also, look at my little ponytail. Pretty funny. All right, the light. Whew, I just got home and that was exhausting, but I'm proud of myself for doing it. I look like a disgusting hot mess but now I can hear. Oh, let me get my water and fill that up while I'm talking. I just went 2 miles, which is good. It's getting close to 5K distance. I think today was a pretty decent time. I filmed it when I finished. Y'all, this camera's all over the place right now. Let me get my water and then I'll chat with you. Ooh, much better. As I was saying, actually I don't know what I was saying. I went 2 miles. I think my split time was like better than it has been the last couple times I ran, which was good. I'm getting food out for dinner. David's working late, so I'm just on my own for dinner tonight. And, ooh, we have like one of these little frozen pot pies left. And so that's what I'm gonna do, is make a frozen pot pie. I'm gonna get it prepped on the pan, ready to go. They're actually pretty good. We got them at Costco. They're the Marie Calendar kind. Let me move you guys over here while I do this. They're the Marie Calendar kind, and they're not bad. Actually, they're pretty good. And I discovered yesterday that they fit perfectly inside of our like cereal bowls, because I was sitting on the couch, or was that yesterday? Whatever the last day was that I had one of these for dinner. I was sitting on the couch and I wanted to eat it in my lap while I watched Hallmark. And so, hold on, let me do this foil. Okay, so I discovered that they fit like just inside our cereal bowls perfectly, which was really cool. Because then I could eat it in my lap a little bit easier than if I was eating it off of a plate. So, they're pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. I'll probably do that again like I did last time, where I just eat pot pie and watch some Hallmark. Emptying my lunchbox from today. But it feels good to have gone out and like gotten some good exercise in, especially because I'm probably gonna sit down and edit this vlog tonight and just take it easy and chill the rest of the evening. I also need to fold clothes, but we might sit down. Maybe we'll fold clothes first and then sit down. I don't know, we'll just have to decide. But on that note, since all I'm doing for the rest of the night is just showering, editing, all of those things, I think I will close the vlog out here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog and just getting to see a day in my teacher life in the month of December. I have 2 days left until Christmas break. Who's counting? Not me, definitely me. But I'm really excited to enjoy the next 2 days with my kiddos, enjoy the Christmas party tomorrow, and then get some time off to spend with friends and family and relax. So this is my last vlog of the year. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the vlog, let me know in the comments, when did you start following me? Did you start following me when I taught in Alabama? Last year when I was first grade in Florida? This year when I taught teaching third grade in Florida? I'd love to know, like, which year, when did you start following me? I also want to give one more shout out to Bloxrock for sponsoring today's video. Again, remember their holiday sale, $20 off through the end of the year. The link is in my Amazon storefront, which is linked down below, and I will link the product as well so you can get it on Amazon. So definitely go check that out. And that's all I've got. I hope everybody has a very, very Merry Christmas with their family and enjoys all of their time with their loved ones. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.